My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. It's time to play the region. Ooh, booming conch, eh? You want me to take down the elites, eh? Not a particularly safe path for hunting many elites here, unfortunately. There's a relatively good 3-upgrade early shop, late elite, which I'm pretty excited about here. Any other paths of similar value? Not really. Poultice me. Show me what direction I should go. Solar Strike and Pillar of Creation. Interesting. Got a bit of star generation to start with, as well as consistent block gain, as long as I generate cards. I mean, anything to start getting value from generating cards is really worthwhile, I think. Because it's always hard to take the first card from that subset of cards, you know? Athelite versus Hegemony. I really want the Hegemony here, especially because if I'm going to be creating cards, I care about having additional energy, because card creation is effectively pseudo-draw. You're increasing your energy requirements for the next hand. Alright, so far pretty ideal draws. Ease. Solar Strike, Glitter Stream, and Cloak of Stars. I'm open to taking a Cloak of Stars just as a additional get by kind of defend. Especially with the Solar Strike already in the deck. I have a shop in the next space, and I'm only intending on hiding, on fighting one elite this floor, so perfect. If you end your turn with no cards in hand, deal 20 damage to all enemies. I've been desperate to find a run where I can play that early and build around it for so goddamn long. Let's do it. I just have to be sure I'm emptying my hand, so I don't want to take something like Astral Pulse, which sometimes I won't be able to play just because it's star cost. But the energy cost is very playable. As long as I upgrade my Solar Strike, I should be in a good position for it. So yeah, there will always be this hand with the Ascender's Bane in the first cycle that I'm not capable of emptying out my hand, but after that, what's stopping me? I don't want Glow because it's additional cards. Ooh, Collision Course. Radiate's also a free card. Attack an AoE. I like Collision Course because it generates a card, but give me a Radiate. I think... And then we'll upgrade Hegemony. I think with these, I'm now in the position where I should be able to empty my hand quite consistently. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Alignment! Yep. Nope. I auto-blade that hand, but the Vambrace doesn't need to be used on turn 1. I don't need to play a defend randomly on turn 1. Mm-hmm. If only I could guarantee I don't draw an infection. Ugh! Black spot, manual, begone. That helps us get rid of cards we don't want, but unfortunately it also draws, but it also generates a card, so. Oh no, no! You know how hard it is gonna be getting that out of my hand? I would literally have killed this turn if not for that. You fencing manual! I'm gonna use the flex bot and kill that first turn anyway because 14 damage is definitely worth a flex bot. But it is frankly remarkable that we were given a relic that prevents us from using the other relic I'm trying to use. Monarch's Gaze is like pretty good for a boss fight. I should take it, especially because I've got definitely enough time to comfortably upgrade it. Defend and drop a hegemony. Let's begone the sovereign so I don't have to deal with it. That's a pretty good defensive turn there, to be honest. No, no words! No, I can't play those! Oh, hang on. No, I can play those in the right circumstance. Oh, in the right circumstance. Yeah, right. I see how this is a pipe dream. Kill me. I tunnel visioned on the streaming flag, and I just wanted to make it work so bad. I ignored all the better ways to make it work, and I already had cards in the deck that were kind of against it. Maybe I should, the more setup you have, the harder it's going to be to utilize that just consistently from turn one while getting value each turn. But I know the run exists. I know it exists. Let that can happen, and I'm gonna find it. 2 Elite 3 rests. Late shot, pretty valuable over on that right-hand side. Unfortunately, this is going to be a tier 2 normal enemy fight pretty early on, so a little bit of an additional boost to start heading in that direction might be nice. Show me the lead paperweight. Ooh, Splash or Discovery. Give me Discovery, because that Discovery gets cards from our class, and because the card has to be free, specifically free, not 0 cost, it means it has no energy cost, no star cost either. Effectively, you cheat more resources out of playing it on Regent than many other characters, because Regent both has high cost cards as well as cards that cost a secondary resource. Spectrum shit. Interesting. Okay. I got 2 creation cards in this deck right now. Now I've got to start taking some general value cards to keep myself alive. Oh my god. Forgive me. I need to know. I just need to know if it can be viable. Yeah, I can definitely see how it would be nice to draw anything other than Spectrum Shift that turn. Reflect. Yeah. Alignment is just the ability to play out that whole hand for free. I'll burn those two. I don't need the second Spectrum shift down in this fight. Sparse and defend. Scroll. Keep you weak and vulnerable in the backline there as well. Yeah, this is always going to be the tough part. Considering I've been refusing to put damage in the deck. One of these days, we're going to have to just draw damage from the Spectrum. God damn it. Quasar is exactly what I want as well. How dare you. Fine. It allows me to choose. Peck is definitely better than the alternatives here. Especially with Phantom at the end of the floor. We want Discovery to retain so that I have the ability to play it multiple times so that I can get ridiculous cards. Discovery for Supermassive. Cool. It's going to start scaling pretty well. And then Catastrophe plays Strike and Peck and then Supermassive. Nice. Spectrum Shift Defend and... Limit Stream... Defend, and venerate. Discovery for Arsenal. Whenever I create a card, gain a strength. And then on Catastrophe to play 2 cards from the draw pile. I was really hoping to get the Reflect out there. Or Falling Star. I can definitely see the world where I don't survive this fight. Damage right back at you. Liking seeing these finesses, though. Good Catastrophe, too. Okay, Discovery, double defend next turn. It's going to come down to the quality of the Discovery. Crash landing. 1, 2, crash. Got him. Heirloom Hammer, Solar Strike, Glitter Stream. I'll take the hammer. Rest for health. I'm probably going to dodge this elite so that I can stay safe, because I really do think we've got a pretty busted deck as long as I don't throw it away. 2 common cards. Common defense, yes. Patter and... maybe Begone? Ooh, remove 2 cards, add a Spore Mind. I haven't removed a card yet, have I? Not at a shop, no. Okay. Yeah, we'll remove 2 cards and add a Spore Mind, and then remove another 2 cards. I don't need any strikes in the deck. No base strikes. I'll make better strikes than that. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's Ultimate Strike. So I'll make the defend, because I actually want that this turn. It's not impossible this fight kills me. I make the front line vulnerable, and then make a second peck, and then I kill you with peck, I only take 10 damage. 10 is the least damage I could have taken that turn. It was 11 otherwise. Heirloom. Beetlejuice is going to be really useful for us. And alignment's pretty much exactly the card I want in the stack. Cards containing minion deal double. That's lovely. I wish I could use that, but Pillar of Creation. I want Gather Light, but I also want to remove that strike. I want Gather Light more. And then make a card free to play this combat. I think doing that for something in this upcoming fight would be really helpful, so I'll also take that. Then here I'm going to preemptively rest. Salvo for retention's really good. Let's peck, salvo, and then Hatter. Removed a bunch of the enemy's slippery. Some defense. I kind of want to zero cost the heirloom hammer. And then just double discovery here easily. Void Form's a pretty good one to play at the end of this turn. And Resonance to steal some strength off of you. And then I'll end with Void Form. First two cards I play each turn are now free to play. Let's go for the two that I otherwise wouldn't be able to play this turn. Would have been nice to play that Reflected Good. I scroll. What do I even want to scroll down to? Heirloom Hammer, yeah. I don't think additional peck is what I need, but I do think additional discoveries are pretty wild, yeah. Just because they discover zero costs. Begone the wound, play the flex. Discover discovery to make alignment, to get energy. Double up on that alignment so I can try and play out this hand. Going through a wound. Heirloom Hammer, Pack. And go straight for lethal. Okay, great. I'm so glad we could close out that fight with Arsenal! Hell yeah. I knew 2 Spectrum shifts was correct. In retrospect. I knew it for certain! In retrospect. Let's upgrade 6 randoms, yeah, because there's not that many, non-upgraded, not that many basic cards in the deck. We hit a strike and a defend, apparently. We also hit Begone, Alignment, Pillar of Creation, and Arsenal. All really good hits there. Let's skate along some question marks. Ooh. Right-hand side's not bad. It's just I can't bail from any of those fights. So this is 2 rest, 3 elite, late shop. Pretty happy about that. Start with Arsenal before Quasar. Shows us really hoping for additional defense of some kind. Getting automation out there. Spectrum shift. Venerate. I mean, yeah, if it's going to be free, I'll make it decisions, thank you. And then decide to begone anything that isn't damage, because it becomes strength as well. Yep. Yeah, it's a volley for 4x18 at the top of that turn, just because I wanted it. None of those needed. An Astral Pulse in this deck, right? No. Maybe I could have used that. Arsenal for Reflect and Patter. Yeah, got a knockout blow. Falling Star, Heirloom the pack, and then just play one of them. Enough to get the enemy on the ground, and then one attack next turn. To take you down. Bulwark, Hidden Gamble. I don't know. No. If it's not directly on theme for us right now, it's actively bad. Ugh. Even Beetlejuice wouldn't be enough to prevent the Bulbug in the front line, right? Yeah, 40% less isn't going to be that. Arsenal. Pillar Defend. Sucks! And that Nectar Bulbug's going to become a problem soon as well. Welcome, problem. Just to see a bombardment turn up, trying to help us here. And in fact, giving that double damage gives it enough. It's Begone and Anointed, draw into the pack, which is lethal. And Gather Light, and then the Bulbug is off the next turn, so we're all good. No more damage incoming for us. Patter, Stardust. Not against taking another Patter. Nor against taking No Thy Peace. No, place, rather. No, neither. Metamorphosis does add better attacks for this character, and I do care about creating cards, and that's a Metamorphosis. I also really want the 25 health. Pushes us a bit further in that direction than I'd like to acknowledge. Rough. Throw the Beetlejuice just because I do not want to take that damage, and I might not even consistently defend after this. Quasar, so I didn't play Bill of Creation, I guess. Yeah, because I couldn't. Gained a bunch of strength doing it that way, and then we've got all these zero-cost attacks on the bottom of the deck. Metamorphosis needs to make 5 attacks. Ooh. So this would be cut. Spore Mind and a Defend. I'd remove those in a couple fights' time. I don't think there's anything that I desperately want to have perfect fit, so yeah. Hello, the first hand you play each first hand you draw rather each combat is upgraded. Arsenal before discovery. Gamma Blast to get some vulnerability and weakness set up, I think, is important here. And then I'll drop a Patter. I want consistency, so Spectrum shifts. It's Begone through a Venerate that I'm not going to be playing here. Okay, Alignment, Metamorphosis. Generates a bunch of cards. Draw pile. And in doing so, also gave us a bunch of strength. Woof. I mean, there's only 3 cards I can even play this turn. And none of them are skills, so that works out. Peck. Beat into some sort of a shape. And then I'll fasten and defend because I can just kill without taking any damage back next turn. Perfect. We even leave the pen nib ready for the next fight after this. Prophesize. Not an especially good card for us, though. Celestial Might just as a damage carrier, maybe. Multi-hit in card. And let's drop Vuln for... Actually, not Vuln. Let's drop the... Actually, no. It will be Vuln after all. Because I've still got Decimillipede on this line. Preemptively rest, because I've got 2 elites before I get safety. Oh boy. Probably gonna pop both potions here. Let's have a look at the power potion. Gonna be a great card. Yep. Care about that. Okay, Celestial Mind is currently planning to do 48 damage to a single target, and then I could weaken another target after that. So I can literally take one of you off board. Which is nice. Saves a lot of health. Saves more health than Patter would save me by defending. That said, I think I should save the resources to be able to play Reflect or something else rather than just taking 3 damage off with the card there. Bill of Creation, really important. Gather Light and Defend. Would love to be able to play that bomb. $25 for one of you, $34 for another. Heirloom Hammer finishes out the fight. Bill of Creation is some of the best defense we have access to. God, I would have loved the heal. I don't think another Pill of Creation is the correct direction for us, though. Especially when I've got to get rid of that normality. I already promised that I would. Damn it, I will take another Pillar of Creation. It's the best defense I have access to. Yep, I'm gonna Sipot this turn to try and find one. Ooh, that's not one of those. But I can full defend off the back of playing none of my powerful cards, so can't do that. Arsenal, Patter, defend. Creation Discovery finds Dying Star, thank you. Quasar finds Ultimate Strike, sure. Dying Star. Ultimate Strike. Oh boy! I really thought that I was going to draw some of the Pillar of Creations in time to be defending with them consistently. This deck is, unfortunately, I think, too bloated to take that as a win condition. Yeah. As soon as I was deadlined with all of these elites, that's pretty much where it was decided. Metamorphosis was upgraded at this site, so I could have preemptively rested here if I was as challenged as I was, but Last Progenitor didn't do that much to us. I think I felt fine until we hit the Infested Prism fight. We took 35 in that, which was about somewhere between 20 and 40 is kind of what I expected in that fight. I was ideally looking for something closer to 20, but I think that also should have told me that I was lacking as much defense as I needed. So maybe something like a Glimmer Stream, which I did see later, should have been high priority. But then I was trying to use Pillar of Creation to get that consistency of defense afterwards. Immediately picking up 2 of them. And that was okay. Like, the Des Millipede fight went okay, but again, that was just largely off of being able to spend resources in that fight to push through it. Entomancer definitely didn't need to be bad for us. The fact that it took all of our energy and a potion on turn 1 to defend to a degree where I wouldn't take almost awful damage, and the fact that the Pillars of Creation were pretty low in the deck there. Like, I need a way to defend myself while I set up the Pillars of Creation, which I was hoping that the Gatherlight, the Patter, a couple upgraded defense would be enough. You know, Reflect as well, but it clearly wasn't. I'm not gonna be ending that one there, because I don't feel like I want to. So I'm just gonna click that, and then let's see what this one does. Now's Bones. I don't really have much to say about this path until you show me what I'm working with here. Okay, I like it a little more, maybe. I could try and take this really aggressive elite line, because if I have to rest, at least I also get max HP with my rest, courtesy of the Stone Humidifier. When you rest at rest site, gain 5 max HP. The bomb versus Ultimate Strike. Hey, the bomb clears fights on the first floor. So does the Ultimate Strike, to be fair. But I think this will enable us to maybe take out 2 elites, 3 elites on the first floor comfortably. Try and take whatever value we get from that and roll out of control. Manifest Authority is a way to defend ourselves as well as generate additional value while doing so. And immediately end the next turn. Begone, know thy place, photon cut. If I take a Begone, I can sub-theme this as card creation as well. Do I slither the bomb? Yeah. If I draw it at 3 costs and I still have to play it, it'll suck, but okay, I'll play it. Most of the time, I'll be pretty happy, though. Yeah, like here, it only costs 2. Orbit. Yeah, we've taken additional draw, additional... no, give me the Manifest Authority, because I feel 2 upgraded Manifest Authorities. Now people are gonna really pay attention. I'm glad they both took a turn off of damage here. And that I can afford to play the bomb. Hell yeah! I probably have to kill the Leaf Slime with the front line next turn just to save myself damage, though. Yeah, I started pre-baking that just in case. Yeah, I can't even draw the lethal. Dying Star helps a lot. And then I even managed to defend a reasonable amount against the remainder. That it could be Gather Light, but I don't need it. That's what the Manifest Authorities are doing already. Photon Cut versus Cosmic Indifference. I want to keep this thin. I'm not taking any of these. Bomb definitely needs 10 more damage. Prep time out on turn 1. Gain 4 vigor each turn. Oh god, that sucks. 16 damage I'm just gonna take this turn. Particle Wall. Anything that can make my defense more consistent. Uh-oh. I'm pretty worried about this fight now. Okay, the bomb came on the last turn. I would be comfortable with seeing it. I mean, Dark Shackles taking no damage that turn. Pretty good. 80 damage. Sorry, 50 damage going in on the enemy. So I've still got to be able to clear. Next turn, we do indeed royalties. At the end of combat, gain 30 gold. Hell yeah. It's kind of hard to justify right now, but I'm going to do it. Let's do it. On the scales. Lose all of my gold to transform 2 cards. Not this close to a shop. Not with 200, sorry. Manifest Authority into double defend. Manifest. Particle Wall. Yeah, I mean, I'll be able to play royalties and venerate here. Ooh. I was very hopeful I was going to draw Falling Star for weaken this turn. Good lord, we just drew enough weaken there. Oh my god, the enemy's gonna die to the explosion after this as well. Planisphere. If you enter a question mark room, gain block. I like Patter here as well, just as another defend. Do I need it? No. No. Versus these? No. I'm gonna take Collision Course. Damage and card generation. I'll rest here, gaining 5 max HP. Over to the shop. Yeah, we've got enough both for Bag of Preparation and injury removal. So I'll do exactly that. Move through to the shop. Yeah, this is... Royalties, Falling Star, Strike. Probably going to be the bomb that takes out the first phase of you as well. Bomb's so expensive this turn. They're only going to take 12 by hitting me as well, so even if I throw the fire potion, the enemy doesn't die by striking me this turn. It sucks. Yeah, so I think if I did... Oh, wait, I would have had to defend. I don't think the bomb could have been useful for me in this fight, unfortunately. 11... I want to play prep time. But if I want to kill someone on the board without using a potion this turn... no, I should set up for something like that. Let's try and get one of the targets from next turn down preemptively. We'll be gone through the infection for that. Alright. Perfect. Beatdown plays attacks from your discard pile, so I couldn't have played it that turn. It literally wouldn't have had any cards to play yet. Kusarigama. If you play 3 attacks in a single turn, deal 6 damage to a random enemy. Astral Pulse, Guiding Star, Black Hole. Ugh. No. Really frustrating. I can't find anything that wants to reward me for all the authority I keep manifesting. Yeah, this one, sadly, no choice. Got to rest before it. But we've increased our max HP by 10 on this first floor. First bomb is down. Ooh, would love to be able to play that Eternal Armor. Second bomb is loose. Yeah, Eternal Armor for 9 plating this turn. Perfect. Enemy gets staggered this turn. Oh my god, I was about to say, the sooner I draw back to the bomb, the far better off we are. Drew back to the bomb immediately. Only 51 more damage worth doing. Only 19 damage worth more doing. Got him. All right. This got a direction. Now I just need to get rewarded for generating cards in some way. Not going to be seeking Edge or Sword Sage here. I suspect Dying Star is what we want. I would also love some additional star generation. Archaic Tooth. More AoE and debilitation, yes. Oh, hell yeah. Enemy is going to duck down, and then immediately the bomb blows up and they have to come back up. Welcome back to the real world, buddy. Choose a card, add and put into my hand. I'll choose the bomb because it's chosen to put into my hand rather than being drawn. So because it was previously 0 cost and then I used strategy to put it into my hand, it was got back at its previous cost rather than re-rolling for a lower cost. Sorry, for a higher cost. Only a good re-roll for a lower cost. Do it again. Perfect. Hegemony. Convergence, Refined Blade, Spectrum Shift. Of these, I'm only interested in Convergence. Maybe Hegemony. And Sharp 3 attacks with Sharp 3. I don't think Sharp is what I want on my attacks. I could see myself really caring about that single point of dex, though. Ooh. I'm gonna make the bomb free to play this combat, just so I can get it out. Alright, great. Be gone, refine spoils. No, I don't need any of these additionally. Ugh. I'm about to take not a string of fights, actually. I'm not about to take a string of fights. I thought I was, I'm not. Star Generation would be really nice. Just a little bit. Gather Light. Do I take Powder? Kind of just want to take Gather Light, Soul Strike. Fine, on Meteor Storm there, just because still got enough stars to be able to, yeah, nice. Follow up with something like Dying Star. Nostalgia, Dying Star. So Nostalgia, first attack or skill aid each turn is going to be put back atop the draw pile. Maybe a good cost bomb. Maybe a Manifest Authority, because it's the only one I can do. 15 damage. Oh no. I couldn't play the bomb. I couldn't afford to. Yeah, the damage doesn't get less just because I couldn't afford to play the bomb last. Oh, this is getting so much worse. You have to be kidding me. 30 damage! I did tell you that all it would take was... No, I told you I'd be able to play other cards alongside it and everything would be fine. That's what I told you. Right. I was wrong about that. I thought it would be okay, and it turns out it's not. The fact that I drew you again at full cost is insult atop my injury, friend. One of these days, I'm going to see something that interacts directly, perhaps, with the fact that since the very start of this run, I've been generating cards like nothing else. I don't see myself getting out of this fight. Okay. This is just insulting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 5 times in a row I've drawn it at full cost, which is that's a 1 in 4 each time going wrong. And that's going the worst that it could go. It's not like it at 2 cost would have been significantly different to this outcome, to be fair. Yeah. GG. Not enough other sources of damage. Not enough other sources of consistent defense. I really thought that we were going to have the ability to just kind of like hold on and use our value. But the fact that the first 3 picks were speculative but consistent, and then nothing else cared about the fact that I had those. Damn it. Trying hard. This bad boy, go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You're in the naughty corner, Bomb. Okay? Why don't you sit there and wonder about what you've done, and then maybe we can discuss what to do next time. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody. Special thanks this episode to Dialer. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.